Hello, all of my beautiful Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign friends. My name is LaChan with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your April 2018 Love and Romance reading. As always, I would like to say thank you so much to all of those who have thumbs up and liked my videos. Thank you to all of those who have commented and shared my videos. Thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so one of three ways. You can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com, which will show a full list of the available readings that I do. You can also contact me at any time through the Instant Go app, which is available for iOS. And the link for that is in the description box below. It's www.instantgo.com/powerlifehypnosis. But again, you can check that out in the description box below. And you can also book a 10, 20, or 30-minute reading or a divine mate, a future partner, future husband, future wife reading with me. And this reading consists of details such as when and where you're going to meet your future partner, what this person will look like, how to recognize him or her, as well as align yourself with him or her and the relationship of your dreams. So if you are interested in these readings, you can go ahead and book them straight from the description box below. So please check that out. So two small, very quick announcements. First, when the Mercury retrograde started, I actually completely lost my voice and wasn't able to talk for, over a week. So the monthly videos are coming out, as you can see, and also private readings are going to be on their way. So if you have booked a reading with me, your reading will be coming. Again, I wasn't able to speak for quite some time. However, now I am able to, so expect your reading to be coming to you soon. Also, I am very excited because I'm going to be doing more readings, in particular mid-monthly readings. I have recently began my High Priestess dedication period, and I am seeking to be a channel for messages for you all. So I am looking forward to doing more readings during this month. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now in order to receive updates as to when these readings will be posted. Alrighty, so these are private readings. The messages, private readings. These are general readings. The messages may or may not resonate with you. If they do not resonate with you, please check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may. And if they do resonate, please check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos in order to gain a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during the month of April 2018. Alrighty, so my lovely virgins, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. So the way I'm doing these readings are, I'm just going to give you a little tidbit about some astrology, not much. I'm going to give you the overall energy, provide you with two predictions, and probably a whole mess of guidance. My last two readings turned out really long, so let's see. I'll try to keep this one, under 50 minutes. I'll try to make it as short, succinct as I can, but the messages that are supposed to come out will come out. So let's go ahead and get started. So for your little mini just astrology message, what I have for you in my notes are, on the 29th of April, it looks like there's going to be a full moon in Scorpio, and that's going to be in your third house. That's the third house of communications. So because Scorpio rules mysteries and things like that, the full moon is going into Scorpio. It looks like a secret, something unknown, may be coming out. So you may learn of something during this time around the 29th. And if it's not you learning of something, a secret about you may come out. So if there's anything that you are seeking to keep hidden, anything that you are seeking to keep quiet, my suggestion would be to keep this information known amongst the smallest amount of people that you can, because the less people that know, the less likely that whatever the secret is will be exposed. So that's if that secret is yours. Otherwise, you may be learning about something during that time. Okay, so now I will go ahead and move forward with your first prediction. So with your first prediction, I'm using my Lenormand deck here, and what I have here is the first card. I have Dorothy, the Rose, the Bouquet, as well as the Lilies. So I am taking into consideration the card on the bottom of the deck because I was just guided to do so. Okay, so my lovely Virgo friends, let's go ahead and get started with this first prediction. Oh, actually, before we start, let me go into the energy and then I'll get into your prediction. So the energy that I got here is from my Romance Oracle, Romance Angels deck. And the theme here, the theme in April for you Virgos is going to be separation for us Virgos. I'm part of the Virgo collective as well. My moon is in Virgo. So separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. So for many of you, it looks like you're going to be separating from someone during the month of April. Someone could be separating from you, or this could be speaking of a situation that comes to the forefront regarding someone who you are separated from. But there is some kind of separation between you and someone that has taken place and is coming into focus or will be taking place during the month of April. And that is corroborated here by the Lenormand, because this first card here, the Rhodes, speaks of separation when it comes to romantic relationships. I see here that there's two queens of different suits. So this is speaking of two people, maybe rivals, who are both interested in one particular individual. So there could be multiple people who are interested in you during the month of April, Virgo, or it could be that you are in a situation where you are interested in someone who has multiple suitors, and it could be a rival who you are competing with or something like that during the month of April. But I do see here a situation where there's going to be some kind of split, some kind of separation. And the split of the separation is going to come within a situation where either this person was somebody who you found very attractive with this bouquet card. The bouquet card rules beauty, attraction, things like that. It also speaks of joy, happiness, speaks of gifts. It also speaks of narcissism as well. It can also speak of narcissism. This Lily's card here can speak of different things as well. The card on the bottom of the deck here was the tree. So we have two cards here about patience, two cards here about taking time. You know, these are two slow moving cards. So it could be that some of you are deciding to separate or split from an individual who may have been displaying some narcissistic characteristics, and this person may be somebody who's older, over the age of 30, and a male in particular, because this card generally speaks of an older male over the age of 30. So you can be splitting a connection. You could be separating from this person because of them displaying narcissistic qualities, narcissistic traits, or it could be that you are splitting, you're separating from somebody who caused you happiness, caused you joy. This could be somebody who liked to shower you with gifts and things like that. And again, it looks like this person is going to be somebody who is older for most of you, or you could be this older person here. So it looks like there may be a happy turn of events here, because the bouquet card also stands for a happy turn of events. So for some of you, you could be separating from someone, and this can bring a lot of happiness. This can also bring serenity. This can bring peace. This can bring joy to you. For some of you, you may feel like it was a long time coming. I kept hearing that, a long time coming. So it may have been that you have been trying to separate from somebody and it wasn't happening for whatever reason. And during this month, you're going to get your wish to separate from this person. Some of you could be separating from a dear relationship or a situation where there was a long-standing connection between you two. You have known each other for a long time, or you may have been waiting to separate from this person, but for whatever reason you were not able to. So this can be a karmic or soulmate situation, and please keep in mind that soulmates are not always meant to stay in our lives forever. There are many soulmates that come in and out of our lives in order to teach us lessons, in order to teach us karmic lessons. So that may speak of this individual who you're separating from. It may be someone who you had to learn some kind of karmic lesson through, or it could be a possible soulmate that you are separating from. However, it looks like this situation is going to bring peace to you. For some of you, you may feel as though you are working towards harmony, serenity within your romantic circumstances, within your romantic situation. I also feel as though some of you may feel as though you have outgrown or you have matured out of this situation, so you may be leaving it behind. So these are all different scenarios that can happen here. Let me see. Some of you may make a decision to seek peace and happiness and joy and harmony with somebody who's older, somebody who's wise. For some of you, this is speaking of somebody who's like a father figure to you. But you may be deciding to, if this is not a separation, which for most of you it's going to be, or a split from this person, this is going to be deciding to seek happiness, harmony, a decision to achieve peace, you know, joy within this long-standing connection, within a long-standing relationship. So this could be, for example, for those of you who are married with a family with this person, because this card can also speak of family, ancestry. This is a tree, by the way. A tree can also speak of family and ancestry. So I'm feeling like if you have a long-standing commitment with this person, for example, somebody that you're married to, this could be a time to settle down with this person. Or for some of you, you may be discussing a commitment with somebody and moving forward in this commitment with somebody. Whether you want to settle down with this person, whether you want to, you know, move in with this person, whether you want to be fully committed to this person. So that's something that you may experience, I believe, because of the planetary alignment going on. Let me just check here. Yes. So that could be a possibility as well. You may be discussing a commitment with somebody. So you may decide to strengthen that bond with an individual, decide to let your relationship flourish with an individual that you may have had a long-standing connection with, or in order to achieve peace, balance, harmony within this connection. So it can go two ways. So again, for those of you who I feel like you have a long-standing connection, I feel like this is you know, you choosing peace, happiness, harmony. For others of you, again, this could be a split, a separation. Usually when I see the roads in the Lenormand spread, when it comes to romance, I think of it as a separation from somebody. And then we have this separation card up here for the general energy. So please take these predictions as they resonate with you. So I'm going to now shuffle my cards here. These cards that I'm using, these are my love fortune telling cards. And let's see what we have for Virgos in your love life. So I'm going to provide you with your second prediction now, and then I'll go ahead and move into your guidance. Okay. All right, so Interesting. Okay. So, my loves, my fellow Virgos, I have here a situation where, so regarding your second prediction, I'm seeing here a situation where within your love life, there was a lot of contentment in the past. There was, you know, things were good. Things were working for you. There was success within your love life. You felt as everything was going in your favor. Everything was good. Nevertheless, it looks like there was a change from this positive energy here. So your love life likely took a change in direction in some kind of way, causing you to go into some kind of isolation. So you could have isolated from somebody. I'm thinking even if you live with an individual and there was happiness, you could be isolated within, you know, within the same home. You could have stepped away from this person. You could just be spending time on your own by yourself, thinking about the situation, thinking about your love life. But I have here again, everything was good in the past. Everything was fine. You know, things were working for you. And then something changed, causing you to go into isolation. And I'm seeing here that you may be having some conversations with somebody about a fresh start, about a new beginning within your romantic situation, within your love life. So let me pull some more clarifiers here. Yeah, you had a good emotional connection going. And there was this change here. And you may have gone into isolation in order to think about how to move something forward to the next level, how to move this relationship forward, how to move forward on your own. But you want to take something to another level. You want to move something forward. So it looks like there was a completion of a situation. So there was a completion of a situation. It could have been a completion of a relationship, a completion of you being in this isolated energy, but something came to an end, something came to a completion, something came to a close. This could have led to some dark night of the soul energy. This could have led to some sadness, you know, some pain, some grief, not knowing how you're going to get out of this situation. You could have been, you know, learning about the situation, how you ended up, or how the situation manifested, how it came to be. You know, the dark night of the soul is just really sad energy where you really have to take a look at your life, yourself, you know, the circumstances. So it could have been that after the change in direction and this, you know, the change of direction in your love life and this situation, I'm thinking about the wheel in the traditional tarot deck. So it could have been that things went from good to then not so good, because I just saw the wheel in my third eye, in my mind's eye. So it could have been that things were all good and then they moved into a cycle where they were not so good, this leading to this dark night of the soul energy. You could also, some of you may be attempting to understand, ascertain how to move forward within your love life and get out of this dark night of the soul energy. So some of you may be wanting to bring this dark night of the soul energy to an end for moving forward. So you are, during the month of April, achieving a new beginning within your love life. So you're achieving fresh energy, a fresh start. You may be talking to somebody new. You may be talking to your higher self as to how to move this energy forward. You may be talking to others, but I see some conversations going on here with somebody about a fresh start, about a new beginning, or some conversations, for example, with your higher self about how to move forward, how to start fresh in your love life. Because some of you may be attempting to move forward to your ideal love, or some of you may be achieving a fresh start or a new beginning within your love life with an individual who you feel is your ideal partner, your ideal love. And it looks like your wishes are going to be granted when it comes to this ideal love. So you're going to get a new beginning. You're going to get a fresh start. You may be experiencing that now at the time of watching this. But it looks like your wishes are going to be granted. So things are going to move forward in a direction that you would like. So I'm seeing here there are some hidden feelings. Excuse me. There are some hidden feelings. Somebody's not completely being open and honest about how they feel. They may not be open and honest about how they feel regarding your commitment, which may lead to, you know, some difficult energy. It may lead to a miscommunication, a misunderstanding between you and another person. Somebody not being completely forward about how they feel. So remember that around the new moon, you will be learning about, I'm sorry, the full moon, you will be learning about some kind of secret. So these hidden feelings may be coming out around the time of the new moon, the full moon, excuse me. Or your feelings about somebody may be coming out during the time of the full moon. Nevertheless, I see here there's somebody that's not being completely honest about, you know, what they want in this situation, how they feel, however this resonates with you, and it may cause a miscommunication. And this may be what causes the separation to occur, because it looks like this situation where there's something not being discussed, something not being expressed, something hidden, this may have led to arguments, or this may lead to arguments. It may not. It just may lead to a misunderstanding, but it looks like it may lead someone to ghost someone. So that's where that separation comes in. So this may cause you to stop talking to somebody. This may cause somebody to stop talking to you during this time. Pulled a card from the wrong deck. Okay, so whatever the situation is, it looks like it was supposed to happen just as it did. Oh, okay. I was called to look at this card on the bottom, and the card here is miscommunication. So again, there's going to be some miscommunications here that may lead somebody to ghost somebody. Two people aren't lining up. They're not being able to express themselves fully. They're not being able to express themselves truthfully. You know, there's something going on here. There's something fishy in this situation. So again, it looks like this situation is going to be destiny. It's going to be fated. It's written in the stars, so it's supposed to happen. You know, the situation doesn't seem like it's something that's completely under your control. It may be under, you know, to the control of the other person, or just spirit, guide, the universe, your higher power. You know, rejection is God's protection. So if something doesn't work out, it looks like it is because it was not supposed to. If somebody stops talking to you, if you stop talking to somebody during the month of April, it looks like that's how things are supposed to manifest. So if there are any miscommunications, it's not, you know, it was meant to be. These things are meant to be. So it looks like moving forward, the overall outcome here is excitement. So things are going to be positive for you, and you're going to feel as though you get to go with the flow within your love life. Let me pull some clarifiers here. Okay, so you're going to be going with the flow. There's going to be happiness, something exciting, some exciting news, some exciting events are going to occur, which are going to allow you to move forward in love easily and freely. You may have to make a difficult decision regarding a new love. So maybe somebody comes to you, a new person may come to you, a new person may be interested in you during the month of April, for example. And you may have to make a difficult decision regarding this person, regarding whether you want to, for example, leave behind this person who you're separating from. You know, leave behind this person who you had this good past with, but, you know, things didn't quite work out, and start something new. Or you could have a difficult decision regarding how to bring newness into this connection with this person. Some of you may have some doubts regarding this person, some doubts regarding this new love. Oh, this new circumstance. That was weird. Some doubts and some uncertainty regarding this situation, and it may cause you to remain detached, which I know as a Virgo moon, you know, Virgos, we tend to analyze our emotions. So you may be detached from somebody. This can be a former partner. This can be a new partner during the month of April. But it looks like you may receive some kind of message from somebody that's going to lead you to learn about something. You're going to learn about something. It could be from a younger male. And this could be learning something from this younger male regarding a situation in which you were stabbed in the back in the past. So this male may teach you something about this former partner, may teach you something about this past situation, or, you know, you're just going to learn something through this circumstance. It's going to lead to some healing. So whatever you learn, and this is likely going to be from a younger male. So this is like someone under the age of 50, for example. Whatever you learn from this person is going to bring you healing, messages of healing. So that's what I have here for your second prediction. I just start to pull the card on this, on the top of the deck too. And it looks like a love offer is going to be coming in. A love offer is going to be coming in. For some of you, this could be after being left in the cold from somebody that you were loyal to at a distance, who was manipulative and who was tricky. And you may have thought that there was a healthy and happy relationship. You were bound, you felt bound to the situation. You may have experienced some energy of feeling restricted in this situation, but just know that things were not as they seem with this past love person, with this past love situation that you were in. So, okay. Let's see what else. I'm getting some more messages, so I'll just go ahead and tell you what they are. So I'm seeing here some fulfillment. So in this situation, it looks like there was some fulfillment, especially if you're a younger female. You may have been with somebody older, or you could have been with a younger female. You could have been more, you could have matured since this situation, because I have a younger and immature female here. So you could have been a little naive in that situation for some of you. And it brought fulfillment to you, but it was a toxic situation that doesn't seem to be moving forward, or is moving forward very slowly, leading to some disappointment, maybe some despair, some upset feelings regarding the situation, because it looks like you really are invested in this circumstance, because it could be a divine union. But there may be a reconciliation that occurs after you let go of somebody. So you may have had to let go of somebody, spend some time maturing. You know, there's some minor setbacks regarding some secrets, and minor setbacks regarding holding on to a situation. But this situation is coming to an end, the situation that you may be holding on to. You know, you're ending that addiction to this person, place, or thing. Ending the problems, ending the hurt feelings, moving forward from all that, ending the confusion from this connection that was mainly physical. You may stop chasing after somebody also. So, wow, that's so interesting. I guess I'll just keep going, you know, because this looks, you know, this may be resonating with some of you. So there's not going to be any more chasing after this situation, you know, because there was control and manipulation within this dating circumstance with this soulmate. There may have been a third party involved. Oh, okay. So for some of you, this is speaking of a divine union, a twin flame situation. So if you're a twin flame, this is likely, you know, to resonate with you some. Some of these messages are likely to resonate with you because, okay, let's back it up here. So within the divine masculine collective, so this can be a male, a female, but just the divine masculine within the connection, you know, there was some control, manipulation, you know, there were some problems, some hurt feelings, you know, that the divine feminine was feeling because of the situation with the divine masculine. However, it looks like you may stop chasing after this situation because of the control situation, because you don't want to experience manipulation anymore, because you recognize what is going on when you were dating this particular individual, you know, when you were dating your divine mate, your soul, your twin soul, your twin flame. There was a third-party situation. A lot of the a lot of the divine masculines, you know, were in karmic situations. And I have here the older male card. So if you were with an older male, you could have been in a third-party situation, or if you are an older male, you may have been dealing with two people younger than you. But there's a third-party situation going on here within this twin flame dynamic, which is a karmic partnership. Nevertheless, it looks like there's going to be some improvements in the situation for you. Things are going to move in a better direction, move forward in a more positive direction after some karmic lessons are learned during this month within this partnership. So you may learn some karmic lessons. Your twin may learn some karmic lessons. If you have a planet in Leo, in the sign of Leo, please check that reading, because I also got karmic lessons coming out for Leos as well. So you may decide to leave behind codependency. Leave behind codependency. Leave behind these unhealthy dynamics within your love life, you know, and you're seeking joy and happiness, and you're seeking, you know, commitment. You're seeking, again, joy and fulfillment and true love. So to do that, you may have to leave something behind. There may be a rejection of a karmic mate. Oh, also, if you're the divine feminine, you know, you may have a karmic mate as well around. So that's what I have here. Okay. Ooh. Interesante. So that's what I have for your second prediction. Now, regarding your oracle guidance. Wow, these readings turned out so long. That was not intentional, and I hope the other signs are not going to be upset about that. It wasn't intentional. I'm going to use these cards too to see any additional guidance that I can get for you guys. So I'm seeing a lot here about communication, the need to express your emotions. I see there may be a new love that's forming, but I have here, you know, express your emotions and communicate. There's somebody that needs to be, you know, there's something that you need to communicate. There's something that needs to be communicated. So communicate whatever this is, you know, that is a message for you. It could be very beneficial to communicate your emotions, to communicate your love with somebody. Also, be the embodiment of love. This also came out in the Leo reading as well, in the center position. So again, if you have a planet in Leo, please check that reading out. So this is speaking of being love, being the embodiment of love. You know, in order to receive love, we have to have enough love, a self-love. We have to have enough love already in us to be able to give out to others. So this is a good time to just be a beacon of love, work on self-love, and know that you don't have to do anything, be anything, have anything to be loved. You are worthy of love just as you are, and you are able to be loved just as you are. So as long as you are love and you just serve as a source of love to freely give out to all unconditionally, that will attract more love to you. You know, like attracts like. So express your love, express how you feel. If there's somebody that you need to communicate with, especially I'm feeling somebody new or somebody at a distance, go ahead and do so. Alrighty, so for your oracle guidance, I have here the card on the bottom of the deck from my Wisdom of the Oracle cards. I have here number 46, Regeneration. Let's see where you can see that. Okay, card on the bottom of the deck. And the three cards that I pulled for you are not for you. This card came out in the reverse. Why? in the upright. So you can see that, as well as exchanging gifts. And this card also came up in the reverse position, the dark side of the card, shadow side of the card. Okay, so taking these cards together, let me take a look at this. Okay, I can see here that, okay, this regeneration card is card number 46. So speaking of a new beginning, so something is going to end and something wonderful and beautiful is going to take its place. This card speaks of allowing what needs to die to go ahead and do so. You know, sometimes things reach the end of their life cycle. You know, there's conception, you know, gestation, there's birth, there's life, you know, there is death, there is rebirth. So something is going to be ending within your love life. It could be an ending of a belief, an ending of a relationship with somebody. It could be ending of a pattern, but something is going to come to an end so something better can take its place. So you may be separating from somebody so divine love can come in. You know, that's what I'm feeling for many of you. So the ideal love can come in. You know, you have to leave something behind. Let something die. Let something that is past its expiration date, you know, throw it out. Whatever's past its expiration date. You know, don't keep the old, I don't know, chicken soup from, you know, 3 weeks ago with mold in it. I don't know why I use that analogy, but, you know, whatever it is that needs to be thrown out, go ahead and do that. Because something has reached the end of its cycle and now it's time for rebirth. And what's going to replace whatever you left behind, whatever you cleared from your energetic space, whatever you cleared from your love life, is going to be so much more beautiful. It's going to be, you know, given to you at the perfect timing from universe, spirit, God, your higher power. And I'm saying that because in the top corner here, let's see if you can see that. Oh, you may not be able to see this, but there we go. You see how there's like something coming from spirit on the top of this card? You know, there's something that's a gift being given to you, something wonderful that is being given to you, blessings that are going to be given to you once whatever is no longer working for you is cleared from your space. So I have here this not for you card. Again, in the reverse, this is number 6. So it's funny how this is number 6, but I'm also hearing that it's a 9, you know, with 6 in the reverse. This not for you card is saying that there's a situation, you know, whatever this is that needs to die, whatever this is that's no longer serving you, no longer, you know, needing to be within your energetic space. This situation, it could be a person, you know, it can be a way of thinking that's hindering you from receiving your ideal relationship, whatever this is. This situation is not for you. There needs to be an ending here in order to achieve happiness, in order to achieve harmony, in order to achieve peace here. This situation, or this card rather, it's saying that if something is not working out for you, if there's something that is eluding you, there's something that you are not able to achieve no matter how hard you try, you know, that situation is just not for you. There's nothing fun, there's nothing cute, there's nothing romantic, there's nothing fulfilling about chasing after what eludes you, about, you know, putting all your effort into something that you're not able to receive the fruits of your labor for. You know, there's nothing good, there's nothing wonderful, you know, wonderful feeling and fulfilling about unrequited love. So if there's somebody that you're putting all your effort into and you're not getting what you feel that you should deserve, or if you're putting all your effort into a situation and internally you don't feel happy about it, you don't feel peaceful about it, you know, it's not benefiting you, then this is saying to, again, let the situation go, let it go. There's nothing good about, you know, also ignoring any red flags when it comes to a particular situation. So if you're in a situation and it's like, it's not making you feel the way you should feel, regardless of what you can see, you know, going on. You know, Great Marvin Gaye said, believe half of what you see, honey, none of what you hear. So even if you see something going on in your 3D, in your external world, and internally, you know, you're not feeling good about it, this is saying to let the situation go. There's so many other loves, you know, there's so many other people out there for you. There's more love to be had. There's more happiness to be had. Even if you were satisfied in this situation in the past, you know, sometimes things just don't work out in the long run as we expect them to, but that's okay, because again, what will replace whatever this is something beneficial, is something that is beautiful for you. So it could be a good time to walk away from a situation, leave a situation behind, accept the circumstances, accept the karmic lessons, and surrender to what is happening, you know, not continuing to fight. Because once you do that, once you decide to move forward, again, what it is that you want is going to open up to you. So the next card is this card, Y. And this is number 31. So this is speaking of attaining happiness, attaining harmony. I'm sorry, attaining stability and a strong foundation within your love life. So this Y card is saying that during the month of April, it could benefit you to think about, and you know, as Virgos, we love to analyze things, so this comes naturally. Think about why you feel the way you feel, why you do what you do. What is the motivation behind your actions? What is the motivation behind your behaviors? What is the motivation behind your beliefs, your thoughts, or why you want, maybe why you want a particular individual, why you want a particular outcome, why you want a, you know, something. But it's looking at the motives behind your actions. So when it comes to other people, you know, it could be a good idea to, at some point, a situation may arise where you have to ask yourself, why did I say that? Why did I behave that way? Why do I think this? Why do I feel this? And it could also be beneficial to then do some reflection, you know, do some analyzation of the situation, be logical about the situation, be analytical about the situation, and ask yourself, am I feeling this way? Did I react this way? Did I say this thing because I'm being triggered by somebody else's actions? You know, why do I feel so uncomfortable in my love life? Why do I feel so unhappy in my love life? Is it because I'm being triggered by this other person whose actions is making me feel some type of way? You know, am I being triggered by what somebody's doing? Or are there unresolved issues that need to be figured out that is making me, or that are making me react in a certain way? Are there unresolved issues that I have? You know, could it be that I have a fear of intimacy and that is causing me to push somebody away? Could it be that I have a deep-rooted belief that that I'm not worthy of love, so even if somebody's making me unhappy, I'm going to hold on to them for dear life because I don't believe that anybody else is going to come along, or anybody else is going to love me, or anybody else is going to care for me. What I just thought about is, in particular, you know, some of you may have had situations, again, you may have had situations with narcissists, or people who, you know, show signs of narcissism. Could be in the past. You know, there could have been somebody in the past to tell you, or even in this situation, you know, somebody could be saying to you, or could have said to you in the past that they're the only ones who are going to care for you, they're the only ones who are going to love you, or, you know, made you feel less than, made you feel unworthy, maybe talked badly about your appearance, or talked badly, you know, made you out to be not the sum of your parts and all of your greatness, but instead a list of flaws that they perceive, or they're trying to, you know, take your entire existence and just make it about a set of flaws, or a set of, you know, what they perceive to be as flaws, you know, that could be causing you to have some fear when it comes to love, or, you know, not believe that a new lover is going to come along, you know, believe that you aren't worthy and deserving of love, or something like that. You know, so some of you have been in situations like this, you know. So if that is so, you know, if you had somebody in the past, you know, tell you that, you know, you weren't the right size, you weren't the right color, you know, weren't the right height, you weren't this, you weren't that, or, you know, nobody else is going to love you, whatever it may be, whatever the crazy things that narcissists say, you know, I'm the only one that's going to, whatever it is. For example, that could be something that is causing you to react in a particular way within this dynamic. You know, so you could be holding on to somebody because of a deep-seated fear, or something that is lingering within your, you know, shadow. Something that you don't want to look at, or something that you just aren't aware of, you know, that's affecting you also. Because we may not always be conscious about how past relationships, how past circumstances have affected us, if we have not taken the time to sit and figure it out, to sit and analyze it like the Virgos we are, and think about it, and, you know, see the situation in its entirety. So moving forward, I have here exchanging gifts. Number 27 in the reverse. So this is speaking of an ending. So this is saying that, Virgos, in the past, if you found yourself in situations, in relationships, and circumstances where you were doing all the giving and the other person was doing all the taking, these are, you know, situations that create a toxic dynamic. When you are the one who is giving so much to somebody else, putting in so much effort, you know, giving your time, energy, resources, heart, blood, sweat, and tears, you know, you could be putting in all this effort into a situation, or you could have done this in the past, you know, been a caretaker to somebody in a relationship, and, you know, the other person just takes from you without there being an equal give and take of emotions, give and take of energy, give and take of whatever this is. That can lead to, again, toxic relationships, toxic connections. That can lead to resentments as well. And that can also lead to a victim mentality, when, you know, you feel victimized because, you know, the thinking is like, I've done so much for this person. I do all this for this person. I've done this for you, and you're not giving this back to me. You're not giving me what I want. Or I've done all this for you, and it's like, you're not worthy of it because I'm not getting what I want. You know, an unequal give and take within relationships leads to codependency. It leads to feeling like a victim because you think that you give, and, you know, the person who you're with or your partners are not giving back in the same way. So this speaks of, you know, I want to turn this card upside down and say, moving forward, Virgos, within your relationships, seek an equal give and take. Seek an equal give and take. Don't put out way more than you're getting back. Because, again, that's going to lead to resentment. That's going to lead to feeling used even. You know, it can lead to feeling used. I know I've been in that situation before, with someone who I was taking care of, because this particular person had a illness, and I was taking care of this person throughout the entirety of our relationship. And in the end, I had to leave because it wasn't equal, and I was feeling used, and you know, that can only go so long. You can only take care of somebody and do that, you know, be in that space and give your energy and give for so long before you get burnt out. So you don't always have to give, you know, just be love. And also another message I'm getting is, you don't have to give anything. Again, you don't have to give anything to receive love. Just be the embodiment of love, and that will attract it to you, more so than if you are bending over backwards to achieve, to attain love from another individual, because then that person is able to love you for your authentic self. That person is able to see that you love yourself, and you know, people are going to treat you accordingly. If people see that you love yourself, it's less likely that people are going to come around who are going to be you know, disrespectful to you, that are going to treat you in a way that you wouldn't treat yourself. You know, it's like we teach other people how to treat us. So be loving unconditionally, show yourself love, take care of yourself first. That's going to attract love to you by just being unconditional loving, not having to do anything. So, okay. Wow, these readings today are really long. I know the other signs, the ones from yesterday, I hope they're not upset about it. It wasn't on purpose. So 2 additional cards that I'll tell you very quickly, and then I'll go into your postcard. I have here calcite and topaz for guidance. There you go. There you go. Okay, I know it's kind of difficult to see. But the messages on these cards are, so calcite speaks of busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. So this could be spending more time focusing on your 3D life as opposed to, you know, this situation. Being mindful about where your energy is going to, where your attention is going to, how you're spending your time usefully, and assessing your reasons for being busy. So if you are spending a lot of time doing something, you know, is this something that's going to benefit you? Why are you spending your time doing this, especially if it doesn't benefit you? I have here forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. So I feel like that's a very strong message for many of you Virgos. Forgiveness heals. Forgiveness heals. Forgive for yourself. Again, time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. And it could be blocking your ability to attain your ideal relationship. It could be blocking your love situation, your love circumstances, your love energy. Because, you know, where there is hate, there's no room for love. Where there's anger, there's no room for love, for unconditional love. So it could be a good time to work on releasing any repressed anger during this time. And also I'm getting a message to say, you know, some of you may be holding on to resentment regarding a parent, I feel, or this could be a former lover. For some of you, it could be a parent, but there's somebody close, you know, somebody who had a large impact on you. And some of you may be finding it difficult to release and let go of this anger or, you know, this resentment towards this person. Nevertheless, it's that exact energy that is causing, you know, you to attract what it is that you don't want to attract. When it comes to manifesting, a good thing to do is be mindful, be aware, make yourself aware of, you know, express the fears that you have regarding what it is that you're trying to manifest. You know, because we have to address the fears, we have to address the negative in order for it to clear, in order for it to go away. You know, what we resist persists. What we resist persists. So if you're resisting healing from this situation, resisting forgiving this person, that could be a large factor as to why you continue to manifest the similar circumstances or manifest situations that are less than ideal. Nevertheless, once that forgiveness comes, once that healing comes, and the healing is for you, it's not for the other person. Once you let go of that energy that's, you know, blocking that space, blocking your heart space. I got a vision in my third eye here about, you know, it's like you have your heart, and in your heart there's a big black spot, which is the anger, which is the repression. And as long as that big black spot is there, as long as that spot's there, true love, you know, the love that you want is not able to come in and fill that void or fill that hole, fill that spot, you know, replace it, whatever it may be. So again, you have to let that go in order for something wonderful to come to you. And you know, it could be a process. Do it in your own time, in your own way, but know that letting go of anger is going to bring in more love. It raises your vibrations, everything. Okay, so I'm gonna pick your postcard from Spirit and wrap this reading up. Dearest you, we are sending you waves of love and joy. Now, these are my postcards from Spirit, by the way. We are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken for you to reach some of your goals and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibration of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality. That's interesting. So again, it's like something is not what it seems. A situation is not for you. It's not for you. Again, temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something as your reality, but we know that happy rewards are on their way to you now. Change is the only constant. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet commitments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel us? Okay, so those are the messages that I have for you for your reading. I tried to make it under 50 minutes, didn't work. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I was able to provide you with some useful guidance and messages. Please thumbs up and like this video if the messages resonate with you. Please comment, please share, please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Again, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so through the description box below. You can do so at my website, PowerLifeHypnosis.com. You can also contact me if you have any questions through the Instant Go app. The details are in the description box below. I love you all, my lovely Virgos. I'm wishing you all so much love and so much light during the month of April and always. I love you guys. Again, please thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I look very forward to seeing you all here again very, very soon. Mwah! Bye, Virgos.